So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
1st and 10.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Half 85, half 85. We'll go.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Taken down at the
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Still has some space inside the 35. Bouncing football. But the member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them. Oh, they got that one back, partner, but that is way too close for comfort. Nearly lost their 2nd fumble to begin this game.
And you know what I'm picturing right now? This defense. They spend the week studying these offensive guys and those that are ball security offenders. They put it in harm's way so defenses...
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills still ahead 6-3 in the first. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Makes the score.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills take a 4-point lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They start the drive with Hall. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock. You already got our short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometimes as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or 2 short of the 20 here.
To number 13.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Looking underneath here for Hall. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. It's Allen out of the pistol. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on first down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
From the pistol to Cook. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Allen on third down. Has it downfield, working the left. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get 6 more on their early advantage.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. So I got middle field open or close. So I got a single high or too high. Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one splits the uprights.
Bills 14.
And the Bills drive their lead to 11.
To kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
At the 40-yard line.
They give on second to Hall. Returns the tackle. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Jets first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up second down. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. The scoreboard reads 14-3. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal. Looking quickly here.
First and goal, Jets.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. The pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
Last two passes haven't worked out. Another one likely coming. It's 3rd and goal. And he's got it. That's a way out for it, but touchdown. The Jets make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, the rough showing both individually and collectively continues with this run game. The fumble earlier, and now totally stuffed on that one.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Allen on the play action. In the hands of Knox, complete. And there's a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. 3rd down, they need 7. Air it out on 3rd. It's a big strike to him. He gets loose down the right side. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills now lead by 10. Tyree killed a touchdown. So no mistake in that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air, and the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And He's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. No gain on first down. Back into the line here, 2nd and 9. Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Down the field. He's got Wilson. The 30. Gets the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets make it a one-score game in the first half. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets cut the lead down to 4. The lead to 4 as they send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. Excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now the shotgun gives to Cook. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A pickup of 17. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the results. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
That's his running back, Antonio Gibson. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, Brock, that could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Bass now to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll start this one out with Hall. Blast through midfield. down, and they go right back to it. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play is pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Come on, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Lightning 18. Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
All gets it again on second down. Once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Pickup. And it's third down.
Got it, ready?
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Here we go, here we go. Lightning 18.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Maxwell Hairston picks it up. And the Bills take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From his own end zone, Allen. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
It leads to second.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. You got away with one.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
You want to see the term read and react for the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? From his end zone, 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
Short drop, and he gets a kick away. He'll take it in short of midfield. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down. This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the puncher gives him new life and this 1st down. Running it after the penalty. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every whole home run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block along, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Looking from the gun, it's Allen. Moved in by his back, Cook. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. Allen. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. So that brings up second down.
Second and 10.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Number 4.
All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
It's a gain of 4.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some
6.
call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
He's back to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. First time this game they've looked to him, and it's 4th down.
Hey, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And that return brings us to the end of our first 2 quarters of play. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Down the middle, deep shot. Trying forcing it over the middle. It's intercepted. Kicked off by Terrell Bernard. Escapes it a second. And the Bills take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
McCarthy's pass.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Half 85. What's that?
Now run by Cook. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
For a Bills.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Another one for Cook. They're cobbled together a yard there. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making a stop.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Middle. Alert!
Allen setting up to throw. He's going to tuck it and run. This is it. But it Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
4 yards.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now Allen going to the air. Completed over the middle. They get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. This is Cox. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills push their lead further to start the half. DJ Moore, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Pass on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills double their lead to 14.
Bills 31. Jets 17. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the
At their
touchback.
own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Got to him right as he flew it, and it falls to the ground.
This defense, they had a plan, and they did an excellent job executing it. Instead of the main character, they reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Maxwell Hairston picks it up. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating his routes before they're even run. And he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling. It's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bills have a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
This is Cook. Looks through and breaks away. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
32-yard line.
Throwing here, Allen. Hits his running back. Kicks away from him. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You can almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
He has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20 in the landing zone and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. Who's going to throw? Got a lock behind this one. Downfield. That's complete inside the 35. Goes for 32 yards. And that's good for a Jets first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Lays out. What a catch. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another.
There's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Right back to Jefferson, complete. And he has the New York touchdown. The Jets shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. York tacks on that extra point. And the Jets get it back to a 14-point game.
Jets 24.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. This is Cook on the handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
Only one quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. The Bills hold both the football and a solid lead here as they try to close this out. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Allen to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield strip. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down throw for Allen. Quickly on the slant. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Bills have a first down. Now Allen. He completes it in traffic. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but at least so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
They'll try the right side with Cook. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some quick push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Allen looking to throw. This is Cox. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Tyreek Hill a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Pass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21.
Bills 45, Jets 24. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
They'll run it with Cook. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
You know, Kate, these are what I call the body blows. It's not a home run. It doesn't deliver a chunk play, but it's these runs of 1 to 5 that keep you on schedule and take a little bit of steam out of that defense.
Round 80! We go!
Allen on 3rd and short. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate with 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Bass now to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go now!
Shotgun snap, they'll give to Hall. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets putting up points in a game decided. Brees Hall with the touchdown.
Kate, right there's the danger of dime coverage. Bunch of little guys on the field that love to cover. They may not tackle so well. It opens up a run lane. He took huge advantage of it.
Defensive stand here. They push him away from the goal line. That's back to the 4.
Those defenders, well, they're just as excited as all of us when we get to see a 2-point play. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and can energize the defense and give them that swag when the defense is stopping.
And the Bills are able to secure this kid. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's
I guess.
called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Gotta find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Puts him there under it, deep down the left. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. From Sid Luckman in 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in one game. And now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. Extra point up and good for Bass. And the Bills continue piling onto this lead.
Jets 30. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
McCarthy throwing here. Looking slant route complete. And this one does not go far. Gotta set this up
4
quick.
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. On the move. Headed right. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
18 Cardinals, take over.
Throw here, third down. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, looks like the 30.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Desperation time here. He finds it beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Offense up to the line fast.
That's good for a Jets first down.
Back to the air, McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Justin Jefferson.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It would be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be third and long.
Brings up third down and 10.
Going again now, McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. Up to the races, middle of the field. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Jets 38.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. The Jets are celebrating. We're waiting for the ruling. Yes, they recovered. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. From the shotgun, McCarthy. On the left side, and wheeled in by Wilson. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First down. A gain of 11 on
Going on
the
first, it's McCarthy. Sends this to the end zone. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get it back to within 2 possessions. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Here's McCarthy leading them to the line. They're going for 2.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete.
Jets 44.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. The Jets are celebrating. We're waiting for the ruling. Yes, they recovered. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Cowboy 80.
From the gun, it's Hall. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Taken down.
The Jets take their first time out.
It's a gain of
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. It's good for a New York first down.
good for a Jets first down. First and 10 at the 50.
In the red zone now. This is thrown towards the defender instead, man. He's the one who makes a play on football. That's what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target. And really, the timing of it all. You can be in the right spot, but if you don't time it...
And that's a touchdown. Great catch there, and with almost no time left. Well, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
There it is. They get the two that they needed, and now it comes down to, the simple task, Brock, of recovering an onside kick and then gearing your kicker up for a heck of a field goal.
Yeah, but you don't live in that world, Kate, when you're down on that field. You live in the moment right now. You took care of business. You did what you had to do to make this a three-point game, and now it's about executing that onside kick. But you're right, the kicker, he's thinking about his onside kick first and hoping to get this ball so he can boot what would be an incredibly long field goal.
Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. This is a designed run for Allen. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year's campaign. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.